300. What's the deal? This your folks, Shaka, the urban philosopher. I wanted to share my thoughts real quick. So yeah, as y'all know, Ken did come to the table. You know what I'm saying? He released a little clip on Instagram, and he had also released a YouTube video. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that. First I want to say, to me, Ken appears to be somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to this. Okay, and a perfectionist, in my definition, is someone who is not as confident in the craft that they would want to be very confident in. And so they're very, very picky about the details. And so, but the way that you get over that is by way of just doing it. I went to Job Corps and I took up carpentry back in the day. And I wasn't as confident as I wanted to be, right? And so I was a perfectionist. And the instructor who noticed that, he didn't give me a pep talk. He just encouraged me to keep doing it. Just go into it, steadfast, do it. And eventually I kind of got over it. And that's where I really learned that lesson at. And so I think that it's good for Ken to actually just release the video, even though he's not really sure still where he's going with the channel. But let's speak on a couple of things that happened, and I'll tell y'all what I think about it, the video. So the first thing he showed he talked about was the Halloween party preview. He gave a few, he showed us a few details. He did not show the actual Halloween party, and kind of like when you consider what I just said, he was more than likely just caught up with, wondering if it was going to be good enough, or kind of wondering how he would be seen as, after the party and what transpired. It looks like they were going to be doing some adult things or whatever. It was going down. So he didn't really release the details, But like I said, y'all, it just goes back to him being caught up in this perfectionist thing, But the next thing he showed was, he got into it with his, not got into it, he went to a football game with his partners. He had his little partner in there featured on the track. He let him shine a little bit. Brother Ken out there catching the balls, making them look small. You dig? Yeah. Little Tariq Hill. I seen him out there, and I think that was good for him to show that, because, again, these are things that men do when you're trying to get through it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that's going on, you get with community, you get with family and people that are close to you. So he was putting that on full display. So he caught a couple of balls, y'all. After that, it switched back to whatever his routine was for that day. He had a couple of projects. He did show us his podcast setup. Now, there was a little more added to that, because if you look on Instagram, he gave a preview. I was a little confused on that because, Brother Ken, where's the link to the whole show? You know what I'm saying? But he got to talking about mental health and things like that. I'll be interested in hearing the full commentary, but I'm thinking, maybe have De'Ara featured on there. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be cool if De'Ara had a podcast, y'all. But if y'all want any one of those things to go down, you know what I'm saying? De'Ara on the show with Ken, or just both of them having their own little podcast, go ahead and like the video. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? But he did show that, and so I think that that's cool. It's kind of moving along, but it's moving, And so he had two projects. Wanted to put up a TV, and then he hung up some lights out on his patio. So it's getting into the project stage, y'all. So, at least when it comes to their homes, you know what I'm saying, they are pretty much going to settle into the situation, you know, and have their own sanctuaries. So if anything, even if they got back together, it's not going to be how it was before, okay? They're going to be able to have their own space and things like that. And that's clear because this brother was putting up TVs. He had a little light situation on the patio, which I think is real fly. You know, I'm into that type of stuff on those spring nights, summer nights. You know what I'm saying? You outside, you know what I'm saying? You got that chill bottle or that Cabernet, you know what I'm saying? None of that brown liquor. That's destroying the prostates. We won't head through prostates, but yeah, that's a good look, man. And so I think that that was cool that Ken is getting into that, and the fact that he's doing the projects or doing some of them. I think he had somebody else hang up the TV, but I think that that's good alone personal time when you're doing those type of projects that you can do for you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some projects require two people. I think he went to pick up a box up in Walmart, and he managed to get it in the cart. I don't know if anybody helped him to the car. He never said. But he is showing us that he is being a very responsible person with his dogs, or with his dog. You know what I'm saying? He's really doing this thing with that. The dog looks well taken care of, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that's good. You know, that helps. To me, I think that it's good to have pets to help with responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not a fan of getting a pet to replace a person. I'm not a fan of that, but I think that that is good for peace of mind and just doing good deeds just for the world that we're in. It's good to have a pet like that, and it helps you with responsibility. So Ken is doing a real good job with his dog, okay? And that's one thing that he has been showing. But yeah, what do I think of his whole video in general? I believe that Ken is still kind of struggling with being outgoing with this situation. Okay, and this is something that brothers kind of struggle with in this day and age with so-called black men. A lot of us are not outgoing men. This is the reason why the rise of a lot of these dudes like Kevin Samuels and things like that, people who pretty much co-sign men just saying, you know what, I give up. I'm blaming everybody. It's your fault. It's the woman's fault. She put me here, or this happened like this. And men are just giving up on being outgoing men. Okay? But I think that right now Ken he's not giving up. Okay? But he's kind of struggling with it right now. You know? But, you know, I'm always keeping the brother in my prayers because he's expected to show up at this point. One of the things that he has to deal with is the fact that there are other dudes out here that are actually making the content. You know what I'm saying? And whether they stuff is good or bad, that's definitely a whole other topic. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad, these dudes are very confident in what they're doing on these other channels. Okay? And so I think that that's going to be the same thing with Ken. I think that he just has to be confident. What I see a lot of in his videos, y'all, is manhood though. You know, kind of a normal life, routine, things like that. That's what happens when you move into real manhood. Okay? Your life is routine. That's why just to women, when women want a man, you got to be ready to deal with somebody who's going to be in a routine. You know what I'm saying? He goes out there, he bosses up, he comes back. He liked to catch that show, or he liked to read that book and do this and that and have a meal and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Might tag on some booty, you know what I'm saying, and go to bed. And then he's back to the same routine. You know, after we kick it and get out there and have fun, and a lot of our younger life, and I'm speaking in mine, when we move into manhood, a lot of our life becomes routine. And that's what I'm seeing a lot when I was looking at Ken's situation on that video. And hopefully he can work more to normalize that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like some of these other dudes, no offense to some of these cats, but some of these cats, I be seeing the videos that they be dropping and they just be doing the most, you know what I'm saying? To just get some views and stuff like that, or try to hit that million mark or whatever they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And instead of bringing swagger back, okay? And I think that Ken has the potential to do that. He's just kind of working within the things, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it there, y'all. Y'all go ahead and comment below. What did y'all think about Ken's first day out? I know that he dropped a video, but I consider this his first day out. What do y'all think? Definitely like this information so that we know what's up. We can keep on pumping this more and more, you know what I'm saying? But hit that sub button and that bell, because I'm gonna drop something that you're gonna like. And just a message to Ken, brother, keep on pumping out that content. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're confident about it or not, bro. Show up, bro. Show up and show out. But anyway, y'all be straight. This is your folks, Shout to the Urban Philosopher. I'm out.